What's up, guys? Tim in the North back with some more Age of Empires 2 on the ranked ladder. Today we are in Arabia. My opponent is Adorable Pup playing as the Malians. I've seen Malians pop up a few times now on the rank ladder. I guess let's see what's so great about them. Villagers drop off 10% more gold. That's pretty solid. Barracks units +1, +2, +3 Pierce. Armor and Feudal Castle Imperial Age. They have the Geppetto. So yeah, I mean, I guess they have a decent economy buff, and the buildings being 15% less wood is kind of nice early on too, right? So yeah, that's where we're at today. We're in Arabia. Sometimes it feels good to play some Arabia and get away from the clown show that is Arena. But yeah, ran out of food before the boar got there. I do it all the time. Smart move, they put them on wood. But yeah, so we already got some idle TC time, and we're at 10 bills. 5 for me and 4 for my opponent. Seconds, that is, not bills. Boars out here for me, and yeah, just scouting around. We do have Hunt Arena this time. Where is... Oh no, sorry, it's chickens. They're just bunnies. So if you're a bunny fan, you might want to turn away for the next few minutes or so. My opponents are forward, not a great spot for bunnies to be. Mine are in the back of the base, a lot safer, but my gold is forward. Berries to the back, berries to the side. So yeah, so again, like previous matches with the Byzantines, just usually defensive and slower, and apply pressure with man-at-arms early on. So yeah, I'm gonna harass these vills a little bit. I found my opponent before getting to Feudal Age, which is always nice, and having chicken or a variation of chicken Arabia helps with that, because we don't have to push Hunt, which takes a lot of time at my elo. 1047. 1047. One day I'll hopefully break that 1100 elo ceiling and rise or something. So yeah, so you know what, for me it's weird with chickens spawns. I don't know what to do with food. I don't think you're supposed to have this much food early on. I think I have too many under the town center, maybe. I don't know. I'm getting ready to run out of free animals though, so that's unfortunate. We are up to Feudal Age, so let's dial this one back a little bit. I knew where the chickens were, and I immediately went there like an absolute asshole. But it's what you have to do. My opponent knows I'm coming and drops a gate. Good move. Good move. Man-at-Arms comes in. We're gonna attack this. Gates are very expensive. Especially, hold on, how much did that cost my opponent? I just want to see what that... We are way too slow. I should dial it back one more. So they're at 57. They were... Somebody dropped off wood. So 77. I think it's like 20 some wood, and that's kind of expensive early on here, and especially with a gap there. So I don't think they got that. I don't think they deleted that. But yeah, gonna get the villagers off the remainders of the rabbits over here, and it's time to harass a bit here. So spearmen on my scout. I do find some vills at the berry bush, and my man-at-arms run under the town center like absolute psychopaths. I struggle to control them. I really do. Anyway, at home, like I said, running out of animals here. These guys are chilling, not great. We're not doing a good job at managing our economy at all. Did I lose this? No, the scout's down here behind the trees. This guy, well, he'll stay up for a little bit longer. Yeah, we have a lot here. I'm really hyper-focused on all of this. Apparently not this, though. I have 5 man-at-arms here, which is really aggressive. And if I didn't grab it already, I believe I'm thinking about grabbing arson at this point. Because with 5 man-at-arms, buildings will go down quick. Especially houses. I did finally manage to move people around and get them to do some jobs. Five on food for my... I'm up to 13 on food, 10 on wood. Again, probably should have attacked this gate, but I was just feeling... I just wanted to get vills at this point. The gates are expensive, and 5 man-at-arms is very strong right now. It's like a human ram. So I'm gonna work this gate down now. Yeah, gate. The palisade wall. And my opponent has archers now. So I'm gonna be able to push back a little bit on this pressure, which is kind of unfortunate. I do respond with dropping my own archery range. Back at home, we're still, you know, it's not bad. It's not bad. There's 6 on berries, which is not saturation, which is kind of good. We do have a good number of farms. And I'm probably getting ready to throw away some man-at-arms. And yeah, we have idle vills, so that sucks. I also have 30 seconds idle TC time. That's not terrible with all what I've been doing here, so I'll take it. I dive. I just go for it. I'm like, you know what? As long as yep, he got me. These man-at-arms are in pretty rough shape. We get them off gold. And I park these guys here. Knowing I have to go back here and move these guys. So they're putting farms down, and I'm going to lose this probably. Yeah, so kind of rough. Down to 50% or 49, we're dropping on my opponent's worker efficiency, which is kind of good. They're going to drop a market here, though. And I have only gotten a single kill on... Yeah, they're just going to finish that guy off. So, that's the end of the man-at-arms rush. Not a great return on investment there in terms of kills. But we have forced my opponent to idle their TC for some time. Probably with the pressure that was going to apply. They can't really, you know, focus in on their economy. So that was good. That was good. I do have skirms coming out. And yeah, just running the town center now. And we have our berry bills are done their job. And they're going to go to trees. They're one with nature. They like the vegetation, or slaughtering vegetation, I guess, so maybe they don't like it. But this wall's still here, or the gate is, and I am, yeah, Castle Age, click up. Oh, I just queue another Vil? Where's Castle Age? Oh my god, my opponent clicked up before I did, because I'm an idiot. What the hell am I doing? I mean, I guess I have one Vil in the queue, but... Are we gonna idle the town center for this? Oh, I queued up another one. What the hell was I doing? I'm at almost 1,000 food. Did I think I was clicking up the Imperial Age? What the... Wow, that sucks. We are quite delayed there. My opponent's gonna get up to Castle Age before me. They want to wall off the rest of their base. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them. Okay, did I have another Vil in the queue? Jesus, that was bad. Alright, so I'm trying to get some walls down myself. I seen the archers here, so that's why I'm responding with 2 archery ranges. Yeah, I'm thinking about going crossbowman myself at this point. We have our archers queued. I have plenty on gold. I have a lot of farms. I really could go with a Knights. Sorry, I was trying to time that up. I do drop some stables over here. But yeah, no, I'm feeling pretty good with the economy right now. 43 vills. The miss on Castle Age was not intentional at all. Just me not paying attention. So my opponent's booming. They were not dropping a. We just destroyed something. Oh, we just took these walls down. There's the town. Okay, second town center going off for my opponent. And I'm walling across this thing. Oh my god, I remember this game. All right, so let's speed this up a little bit. This does take a bit. This game was played 9 days ago. It's been a long week, and it's only Tuesday for me right now. But I played a game today, and yeah, so I'm just now remembering what happened to this, and I remembered it because of this part of the map, and I don't even know why. Nothing really happens over there. So, did I destroy that? Oh, maybe I was putting the wrong thing there and put a university. So, we have military. I'm going to, blast into a town center here. This is kind of a weird base. I have more rabbits back there if I really want them. And I don't really know what to do with another TC at this point. I guess this wouldn't have been a bad spot on gold and wood. But, yeah, this back here probably wouldn't have been too terrible, but I already dropped the mill. So, yeah, I'm now climbing over 30 seconds for my town centers. We're gonna have an engagement here. The knights are absolutely terrified of those camels. And hoping to get some damage here on... Yep, got a bill. So we're up to 2 eco kills. I still have not gotten my money back for the man-at-arms that I spent. So that guy's going to look into the forest. Two town centers. I do not have enough wood. I do remember struggling for a bit, I think, on my wood balance, now that I'm thinking back to this. 16 farms, 17 farms. I guess somebody was tied up over there. But yeah, so this is an awkward spot for my opponent, and I realize that. And here's a Venn diagram or whatever it is. And if you're here in this circle, you're a winner. So really bad on the lumber camp there. Opponent sent some pressure out here. Doesn't like me camping out by this town center, and I should be able to clean this up. I have ballistics. I don't have many crossbows, but it's enough to tick down one of these guys. And I'm bringing some vills forward. So I'm trying to hold this position. I want to apply pressure here. Tony the Tiger tried to stop me, but we are an unstoppable force right now. And so are the 22 vills deforesting over there. Okay, so my opponent really wants to get me out of here. He's not comfortable with my presence. I have some range units, and I lost all my camels, which is unfortunate because I really could have used them. I was holding the hill here. More camels are coming forward along with some skirms. And I've queued up 2 mangonels here. And I'm starting to think that might have been a bad idea at this point because I can't get rid of these camels. And more military slowly funneling over here. Opponent's up to 8 minutes. Idle TC time, but they're also low on food. They've been spending a lot on camels, and it's been slowing their TC down. I'm up to 2 minutes here, but I do have 2 town centers running, and I'm producing some military, and I'm putting a 3rd town center up now. So I have lost the battle for vills. I have more vill kills, but we are not in great shape in terms of I am bouncing back though with the 3 town centers and my opponent up to 10 minutes, so hoping to recover from that. So do I hit this? I do, and I also do a little bit of damage to my own mangonel there. I probably should have attacked rounds right next to it, not on it. So another vill kill. We're picking off some vills. I got another mangonel coming out. We are firing on this town center. I'm trying to mass some military here to protect the mangonels. Third town center down. This guy doesn't have his rally points, so he's confused. This tree line's cooked. So yeah, firing on this town center, that'll apply some pressure. It frustrates my opponent. I'm not looking at this, I don't think. Maybe I did. I clicked that bill. He totally baited me on that. Trying to get more range down here. Firing on these bills is also pretty good. It keeps pressure, but this is about to get cleaned up. This is not good. I don't have any spearmen or pikemen, so I thought I heard something. Yeah, it's kind of rough. This town center is going to stay up. There's no way it's going down. I have a camel here, which can help with the knights, but he's going to stand and watch instead. I pulled these vills back to work on some wood. I just could not mass anything here. A lot of idle time sitting around. My worker efficiency is getting killed by this tree line here, but my opponent's got a lot of vills standing around. There were vills sitting in the town center, and we're repairing this town center. Oh my god, that is I think it's double the repair costs on town centers, so probably could have let that one go with the mangonels not there anymore. I've reclaimed the vill lead, and my opponent's dropping a castle right on my base. This forward gold is now in trouble. We are clearly in range of this. I think I saw this as soon as it happened. I just wanted to get as much gold as I possibly could, and yeah, I got them. I pulled them away. Click the mining camp, drop the thing, but then wanted to pull them back behind all this and have them bounce back and repair the build from there. So, all right, we got ourselves a match now. Again, a lot of idle vills on my opponent here. Military is trying to make sure that these guys get back safe to wherever he plans on putting them. This castle's going to go up. There's no denying that. I want to wall this off so nothing comes in from the side. Up to 101 vills and still producing vills, which is good. I'm floating a lot of wood. Could definitely make some farms. Again, these guys are just kind of hanging out here. We're now wrecking trees over here. What a mess. My economy was not balanced at all. I own that. Another mangonel coming in. I'm gonna go for it again, apparently. Terrible timing. I did get 2 of the Gebettos down though. That was kind of... Can I get one more shot? I can't. Alright, that's dead. Alright, we have a castle battle here. I've been forced off of this gold, so this is the only gold that I can work with for right now, I think. No, I have gold back here. There's also gold over here. It's a little bit more risky, obviously. We've seen some tension here. My opponent is focused on something. So they're not paying attention to the camels that are trying to get through right up. Now he's repairing. Okay. Alright, hand card is in. My opponent is going up to Imperial Age. They're sick of all of this, so that's why they're clicking up the Imperial Age. They want to get some trebs out and take this castle down. Opponent's going to come forward to try and secure this gold. Probably a little bit risky. I have 7 military. Where is my military? My military felt like ass this entire game. I've clicked up the Imperial Age now. I'm also grabbing, was that Bonesaw? Yeah. And I'm still applying pressure down here. We're getting through. We're getting some more Vil kills. I'm up to 5 eco kills. This monk is gonna get a conversion because I don't think nope, I deleted it. Let's go. Again, I am just a pain in the ass over here. He's so sick of my units, he's just gonna walk by this guy. He doesn't even care anymore. I'm gonna drop a castle here. This would put 2 castles by my opponent's castle, which means I can get Trebs out faster, 2 to 1, and you know I secure more grounds. And yeah, we're looking to reclaim this gold, even though there's not. There's a good bit there. That's 800 on that one, 611. So obviously it's worth locking down.
Yeah.
Opponent's got this gold. I have rams here. And my opponent's gonna start attacking this. So I've invested in something that I'm probably not going to get a return on. Opponent immediately queues up 2 Trebs. Wants to get that castle down. I don't think he knows about that. He does not know that castle's there. What? He definitely didn't know that castle's there because I think he's trying to put a castle on that hill. Oh boy. All right, let's go. 1 Vil, 2 Vil, 3 Vil. We got 3 Vils down. Not getting that castle today. So I have some Vils chilling in here. I think these were the gold Vils from a while ago. I'm gonna throw these camels and take this down. This castle's in pretty rough shape from this arrow battle that's been going on, and we have Gebettos out now. They'll do a lot of damage to siege weapons, as we've seen them do some work on the mangonels. The rams came out and got through. I don't think my opponent saw them come out. We're gonna clean up these Vils here because we don't want this castle to go up, and we're gonna snipe this Treb. I have a Treb out here and another Treb here, and my opponent is on these rams, and we've done a considerable amount of damage to this castle. So a lot going on. It's hard to track what exactly is happening. A 3rd Treb pops out into the arms of the camel, and it's not a happy day for a Malian Treb. These Vils are absolutely cooked. We're up to 123 Vils on my side and 19 Vil kills. Feeling pretty strong. This Treb is firing on, and that castle I think was deleted. I don't think another shot happened. So I have 2 Trebs behind my, 3 Trebs behind my base. So I gotta get them out somehow. I gotta think about that. I'm gonna drop some more stables, and we're gonna clean up some more Vils here. There's the castle from my opponent. This one will likely go up because I am occupied with these Vils here. If I react quickly enough, I could possibly get this. Those knights don't really stand a chance, but no, this castle is going up. Not without some more villager blood, though. So that's going to cost my opponents. We're up to 31 eco kills. My opponent was down to like 90 Vils. Definitely got to queue up some more. This siege workshop is still here. These guys have been cutting these trees since the very beginning of the game. How are we looking over here? We've completely cut through this wood line. I've destroyed 2 wood lines. I have Vils running over here for some reason. My opponent still has this castle foundation, which is kind of crazy. Opponent wants to, yeah, are these elite? Yeah, these are elite Gebettos at this point. I do have heavy camel, and I think those Gebettos are just gonna rip through these Trebs. Yeah, I'm right on the perimeter of my safety, so you know they're not safe. That guy's walking really slow. What the hell was that? And yeah, they're just gonna pick off the things around the perimeter. So I gotta be strategic about how I approach my opponent's base here. no unit to counter. That's what my opponent sent, and I'm not really sure what they were talking about there. The Gebettos were doing plenty of damage, or I guess he was trying to say I don't have a unit to counter, and I wasn't going to quit with almost a over 1,000 score lead. So, yeah. This castle goes down. The elite Gebettos are potent, and they spawn very fast. My opponent definitely has more or better resources locked down than I do. I have 41 on wood, whereas my opponent has 20 on gold. I want to drop a castle here, and it's looking kind of shady because the elite Gebettos are really taking stuff out before I can even get to them. And I had another ram pop out from the siege workshop. I think I've probably produced more siege weapons out of this siege workshop than I have in probably my last 5 games combined. And it's been working, so I can't complain. So the elite Gebettos are just ripping through everything I have. I'm assuming you need crossbows or something to deal with them. I don't know. Another ram comes out. Yeah, I could not get this castle. I could not get it down. 13 plus 2 on the elite Gebetto. 7 more queued up. I've decided to, instead of drop a castle here, I should probably try to drop one here. And these vills are going to come over from this side. I do have some military here to support them. Opponent's going to try to convert, but we'll get taken down. And I am going to attempt this castle again. So 2 castles trying to be built at one time. But obviously this castle is not going up. We know that. I have some military here. I think I was just trying to snowball a little bit. My opponent does not see this castle, but will in a second. I do have Hussar coming in. I do want to try to see if I can raid, and we're going to get some kills on my opponent's wood line here. There's probably so many alarms going off and so much focus around this castle. Probably, yeah, they're not seeing this at all. Cleaned up some more vills there. Down to 97 for my opponent. I'm up to almost 150 pop, and I'm going to drop another castle. I'm just like, if I'm gonna win this, I'm struggling against these Gebettos. I can, hold his attention here and just punch a hole through the economy with castles at this point. It's a defensive civ, so use the defensive strength to your advantage. I was starting to get a mass of military here, and the Gebettos are just chewing through it still. Yeah, I'm assuming elite Gebetto is weak to range units. I have some trebs now. I want to start trebbing down. I can reach my opponent's castle from here, so I don't need this one. I'm gonna pull back a little bit. I'm trying to mass an army. Almost through the gold here. Still working on that gold. I just have not had a lot of bills on gold. I've been using a lot of junk units. Some trebs still sitting there. Still making elite Gebettos. I'm assuming Gebettos are cheap units because my opponent has 2,924 gold. Grabbing plate mail. So another defensive upgrade, and we are going to try and push into my opponent's economy from this side. My opponent is deleting farms to get some some houses there to block this in. The Gebettos aren't going to do anything against castles. My opponent can try to raid, but is going to have to deal with castles on the way in. And they can't exactly abandon this section here because they no longer have a castle to help them. Going to dive under the castles here to take out the Trebs, it's a good move, but the wall's already down, and the economy's going to be exposed. The castles are going to help keep that up. The Trebs, that is. So, raiding my opponent's economy now, down to 70-some, almost up to 80 kills. Yeah, the Gebetto can just reach right through that. But they are going to lose some elite Gebettos to the castle fire. It's not really what they want to do at this point because they don't have any other castles. And we've cleaned up more military here. So, starting to get close to 200 pop. Bills are going to jump into the castle, provide some extra castle or arrow fire to protect. It's going to save that Vil. And I have a whole bunch of Hussar coming in here now. This is going to be overwhelming for a lot of whatever gets in the way. So, the Gebettos will be able to beat this probably. So, especially with the meat shield, I've completely ignored the Gebettos here. I do have some gold units trying to come forward to do some damage. But, you know, all those Hussar raids right there, and these ones coming in, this is going to put my opponent in a very tough spot, but also down to 60-some Vils now. Opponent wants to get some archery ranges up. They have plenty of gold in the bank. Another monk down. And the units have been split up to try and get some raids away from the elite Gebettos here. More Hussar in the mix. That's what I'm leaning on here. And now my opponent has a bombard cannon out on the field too. I'm running by this. I must have clicked or set a rally point in here. This Civ can't fight you, damn biz. So my opponent seemed to be unhappy that I don't know, that I was the Byzantines or something. And now I'm wondering if they were upset about that they didn't have a counter unit, but I feel like they did. The Gebettos did fine. These have 66 kills. And really I'm just running trash units. I still have 5 on gold, and I've only used gold on like Trebs, and you don't go your castle troop. I don't, and they quit. So I don't know. Pretty good 8 PM. My opponent had the higher average, but yeah, it was a fun match. I feel like my gold just went into the Trebs, really. I don't think I made too many gold units. I did make some camels, obviously, right? Yeah, I made 95 camels. That's a lot of camels. They are cheaper than other civs, but yeah, just spam the trash unit and push our way to victory. So yeah, it was a fun one. I hope Adorable Pup wasn't too upset with whatever I did, but it was a fun match. So that's gonna do it for me, guys. For now, feel free to like, comment, consider subscribing if you're not already subscribed to the channel. Catch you all in the next siege. Peace.